think that the internet is going to be one of the major forces for reducing the role of government. The one thing that's missing, but that will soon be developed, is a reliable e-cash, a method whereby on the internet you can transfer funds from A to B without A knowing B or B knowing A. The way in which I can take a $20 bill and hand it over to you, and there's no record of where it came from. And you may get that without knowing who I am. That kind of thing will develop on the internet, and that will make it even easier for people to use the internet. Of course, it has its negative side. It means that the gangsters, the people who are engaged in illegal transactions will also have an easier way to carry on their business. But I think that the tendency to make it harder to collect taxes will be a very important positive effect of the internet.
Do you know there's a premium on freshly mined Bitcoin? Why is that? It's because there's no history attached to it. You can literally be anonymous with it. Now, there's a quality of money that you need called fungibility, which means one unit is always equal to another unit. My crumpy old dollar is equal to your freshly printed brand new dollar. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, they're both worth $1. They can both purchase $1 worth of goods.
Hi, I'm Rumble.
And I'm YouTube, the #1 place for live streaming.
Oh, no, you're not. He's not, you piece of shit.
Whoa, now, calm yourself down. We don't tolerate that kind of language here.
Well, I don't care if he... Oh, that's right. This is on YouTube, isn't it?
Well, you are in my space.
No, you're going the way of MySpace. Antiquated, old, obsolete.
Ageism, huh? Oh, that's going to be a strike.
That's a strike.
Hey,
come on, buddy.
Hey, come on, buddy.
Hey, look at this.
What?
Rumble is reimagining the video platform. YouTube is dead. Rumble did it. Watch the new Rumble Live lineup Monday through Friday, including Louder with Crowder at our new time, 11 a.m. Eastern.
What Bitcoin being either used or freshly mined, having two different prices, doesn't equal fungibility. I really turned on Bitcoin in 2017 after the fork. I was on the Bitcoin Cash side, which at this point in time looks like to be the losing side, considering Bitcoin Cash is around $600 and Bitcoin Core is around $115 at the time of this recording, $115,000. And I mean, Bitcoin Cash was never the same price as Bitcoin Core, but I think it was around 10% when it launched and went up to, I think, maybe 50% at the very peak of it in 2017. But there's a new proposal making Bitcoin even worse now. It's called BIP 444, Bitcoin Improvement Proposal. Now, this is going to be a soft fork, not a hard fork like Bitcoin Cash was back in 2017. But I don't know what they're planning to improve, but it's probably speed, which they said they were going to do last time in 2017. Bitcoin got slower and more expensive. And it was no longer a cash, now it's a store of value. And how people are still, that were around then, still buy into it amazes me. But I think this newest proposal is definitely going to turn off a lot of people. BIP 444 is basically going to allow miners and nodes to reject transactions. This is by far not one of the things cryptocurrency was intended for when it was first invented. Satoshi had never had this in mind, not at all. And I think the reason I got mainly out of Bitcoin in 2017 and started looking into other currencies, I kind of foresaw this. And this is just the beginning. You can tell governments are trying to infiltrate crypto. You have been for years. That's probably what we'll see in the bear market too, more regulation and things like that. But another thing is, we've seen privacy coins go off lately. In this time where the stock market's down, gold and silver's down, Pokemon and most of crypto is down, but still kind of treading water. People think, a little hint for you guys, people think the 4-year cycle is over, but they don't realize 4-year cycles are over. It's a 5.5-year cycle now. And Monero has definitely outperformed everything in the market. It's been positive, not insanely positive, but positive. And another cryptocurrency called Pirate Chain, which has better technology than Monero and gaining more traction, that has been scorching this month. I forget the percentage. I'll put it on the screen, how it's performed this month. But that's just another signal as to, some hardcore crypto people are really catching on. Like, Bitcoin is not the answer, and I don't think, if I'm as a true cypherpunk, how could I be in Bitcoin? And this I do have a little bit of Bitcoin personally. This last proposal probably just made me dump it into Ethereum or Bitcoin Cash at this point. It's really the price, but appreciation when everything else is kind of down compared to last bull run right now. But that's the way every bull market starts off. Bitcoin leads everything. Then it gets to a point where it can only go so much higher, and then all the altcoins and Ethereum take over and do insane gains. At this point, I expect Bitcoin to only do a 2x from here for the rest of this bull market, which brings roughly to $250,000, somewhere around there. Definitely over 200,000. I think it could top out at this cycle. But 2x ain't gonna change your life. 2x in crypto is kind of a joke. There's some cryptocurrencies that'll do that in a day for you. So, I have long-term fear of Ethereum too, especially with BlackRock and Trump buying in and everything, buying a lot. Kind of makes me worried, and there's not really any privacy aspect to it, but that's kind of another reason why I love Richard Hart. For those of you who don't know, I'm big into one of my biggest cryptos this bull cycle, and pretty much, as far as I can tell, for the future is PulseX. It gets bought and burned by exchanges through fees, so it's an ever deflationary supply, and there's trading. It goes on every day. Bots trade. But Richard Hart is big on privacy, and I believe, and he plans to implement privacy on Pulse Chain. Pulse Chain is basically a faster, cheaper fork of Ethereum, and you can even trade Ethereum coins on Pulse Chain, and you can bridge back and forth between Ethereum, and I believe if it hasn't been implemented yet, I know there's a lot more bridges coming online to adapt to other chains. Pulse Chain's going to have a lot of big news coming in the next year or so, I believe. Richard has a lot of things planned, but he definitely has privacy planned to implement it. And I'm just going to leave you off with another video. I don't remember the name of the YouTuber. I'll put it in the screen on the video. But it's just a speech by Richard Hart about privacy, and the guy, he cuts it up. He's a lot better at editing than me. Cuts it up and shows examples of everything Richard Hart talks about. All right, guys, have a good one. Really think about Bitcoin, and if that's a crypto you really want to be in for the future. Have a good one, guys.
So they had the data retention law, which is hilarious. They capture all the SMS, capture all the emails. We have you'd have no privacy anyway because of cell phones. Everyone, and by the way, laws that just make you click OK to every agreement that pops up. If you actually spent the time to read all the agreements that pop up, you wouldn't have a life left. It would be impossible. You couldn't function as a human being. Who made this law? Like, now everything is just worse. They're going to steal all your data and use it however they want anyway. You don't have time to read all the stupid agreements. They're going to lose all your data regardless. Government agencies lose everybody's data. Credit reporting agencies lose everybody's data. Everybody that captures your data loses it. It's wild to me. And then you have security theater, right? Like, but I'm afraid to speak out about some of these things because I don't want to get censored. I don't want to get deleted, right? Like, I wouldn't even talk about, I won't even say the C word because I've had my channel banned before over it. So like it sucks that we live in a world where freedom of speech is dead. It's dead. Your ability to talk to someone in customer service is dead. Your ability to have more freedom of choice, more features, better hours, it's all gone. Your privacy's gone. It's all dead. The only thing that's bringing it back is cryptocurrency. How can you have a right to privacy but have to beg a company to transact? How can you have a right to freedom but have the government instantly turn off your money without any due process?
One of those truckers is Derek Brower, says his personal and business accounts were frozen because he was part of it.
Or any charges whatsoever, instantly through executive action, turn off your money?
They've taken my truck. I don't know where it is. And on Friday, they locked up my personal and trucking business accounts.
How are you going to execute your right to freedom of movement or freedom of travel when you can't buy a ticket? How are you going to do that? Walk? How are you going to eat when you can't buy food? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Hex, Pulse Chain, cryptocurrency in general, we are making the world a better place in extremely vital ways that were so important. People sacrificed their lives for it hundreds of years ago to create the nation that most of the people that I'm talking to were born in and live in. The founding fathers died in order to give us these rights. And over the years, like boiling a frog, you just get it hotter and hotter, and it never notices it's boiling. It never jumps out of the pot. This is what's happened to America and the rest of the world.